What's up, nerds, and welcome back to the Nerd Crypt, your favorite vault of horror, nostalgia, collectible cardboard that's slowly decaying into a corporate slurry. Today, we're diving into something so horrifying, so grotesque, it would make Jeff Goldblum in The Fly say, "Bro, you okay?" Yep, we're talking about the current fate of Magic: The Gathering. There was a time when Magic, first came out and it borrowed so much from traditional fantasy and even contemporary religions. But it became a beautiful, self-contained Frankenstein's monster, stitched together with original lore, original creatures, and that sweet smell of slightly toxic ink. We had Phyrexians first infecting antiquities in 1994. The Eldrazi coming in 2010, and Slivers swarming onto the scene in 1997's Tempest. Ah, the good old days, when planeswalkers were rare, creatures were terrifying, and the only crossover you worried about was whether Mountain Dew would spill onto your beta dual lands. The Phyrexians weren't just villains, they were existential horror wearing the skin of a trading card. Twisted biomechanical monstrosities born of Yawgmoth's dreams. They asked the important question: what if your body and your soul were just gross little science projects? The Eldrazi took that nightmare fuel and pumped it full of steroids. Massive, incomprehensible beings like Emrakul and Ulamog devoured entire planes the way I might have devoured pizza rolls when we were younger. At 2 a.m. Right. Did I ever do that? And Slivers? Oh yeah, Slivers were the original hive mind horror of Magic. Each new sliver made the other stronger. Playing against a sliver deck was like trying to stop mold from growing by shouting at it. These weren't just monsters, these were stories, and every game against them felt like surviving a horror movie. There was an edge of something Lovecraftian, unknown, bigger than something you could ever imagine to these things. You weren't just playing Magic. You were fighting for the fate of the universe against horrors unimaginable. And then the floodgates opened. Secret lairs dropped faster than bad horror movie sequels. The Walking Dead, Stranger Things, Street Fighter, My Little Pony. And coming soon, Final Fantasy and Spider-Man Universes Beyond sets. Oh yeah. Yes, you heard that right. Magic: The Gathering, the game that had a foundation in traditional fantasy and then built itself with existential horror, now features Peter Parker slinging spells alongside a Johnny Goldname. It's kind of like Magic woke up one day, looked in the mirror and said, you know what I need? I need less identity. I need more Spider-Verse. So in 1986's remake of The Fly, we watch a man fuse with a housefly and slowly lose everything that made him human. In District 9, we watch a guy mutate into a shrimp alien because, why not? Actually, I think it had a big theme about segregation and bigotry in there too, somewhere.
They're spending so much money to keep them here.
Magic has been undergoing its own mutation, but instead of antenna and projectile vomiting, it's grafting pop culture guest stars onto its DNA until the original organism, the original game, is just a sad, twitching mass. It's flickering with all sorts of other different faces. Remember when you were scared of a turn 1 goblin lackey? Well, now your biggest fear is Deadpool photobombing your commander deck. Hey, I know I'm old and grumpy and I'm a nostalgic, goofy old dude. I have no problem with that. Change isn't always bad either. Evolution is natural, just an unfolding over time. But just ask Jeff Goldblum's character how it felt to have his fingernails come off. The pure, horrifying beauty of Magic's original worlds is being buried under a neon avalanche of nostalgia bait from other fandoms. It's like replacing the Sistine Chapel ceiling with Fortnite skins. Sure, it's colorful, but something sacred is just gone. Magic: The Gathering hasn't died. That would almost be merciful. Instead, it's mutating, changing in a way that makes us old nerds look on in horror. clutching our grizzly bears and Llanowar elves like relics of a forgotten time. It's not dead. It's a fate worse than death. It's still alive, but it's not itself anymore. I appreciate you all coming along for the ride. Maybe I'm completely full of crap. I don't know, but I'm sure you're going to tell me in the comments. Hey guys, please smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe for all the cardboard nostalgia and creepiness that I can bring. Anyway, we're building something here. Us old farts. It's happening. Take care out there. Have an awesome week. We'll see you soon. Wait a minute. Do they actually make Magic Funko Pops? Let's find out. All right, here we are at Amazon.com. Let's see if Magic the Gathering. I feel like I've been living under a rock here. Oh my gosh, they probably exist. Holy crap, there they are. It's been a while. No, sorry, Jace. I'm not dropping the $54 for you. But there they are. Oh, I wonder if... There's a lot of Lord of the Rings that gets mixed up here. What about, just for giggles, Iana, that's Funko. Oh. She exists! Oh my goodness. That action figure looks a little weird. She's a little head heavy there. Holy crap, though. Are you kidding me? All right. Cool enough. Moving on. Have a great week.